Cool. Alright, gents, I am going to do another live stream, so I'm going to step out of the voice chat.
Okay, buddy. That's cool.
Cool. Thank you for the bounties. I appreciate it.
No problem.
No rush you later.
Alright. So we are getting this going. I think this morning I am going to do, I need to get some more keys. So I think I'll kind of walk through my gold find, and I use it for gold find, farming keys, bounties, and all that. And I've got one set up for by myself, and I've got one for running in a party. Let me go to options real quick, because the music is just blaring in my ears. There we go. Alright. And I need to, sorry, I'm fiddling with my YouTube. Trying to figure out how to link this into Discord. And I cannot seem to find what I'm looking for. Well, sorry, noob here, trying to get this done. There we go. So now I can put that in Discord for folks. Alright. So here we go. Sorry about that. I know that's super exciting. So let me change into my gold find. So what I got here, basically I need the right follower too. So I get my enchantress. So for me, I like to use the Leoric's crown with the emerald in there. Use the gold wrap, that gives you the armor. So you're generating more gold with that. You're generating more gold with the Kimbos. You've got 95% extra gold on there. You also, with the Kimbos, you get healing for all the gold you pick up. Boon of the Hoarder, you get speed and extra gold. And then the gold wrap gives you armor for 5 seconds. And basically every time you pick up gold, down in this portion of the screen, you're going to see how much gold you pick up, and as you keep picking up more, if you don't have a break of about 5 seconds, it'll keep climbing, and that's basically equivalent to the armor you're getting on your gold wrap So if you can chain together picking up gold, then you're stacking armor, you're getting healed, so all your damage pretty much is getting healed from the Kimbo's gold. And then on your follower, you've got the Canes set, so the 3-piece set gives you more keys, so you're getting experience, you're getting keystones, so that really helps you when you're solo of getting a bunch of keys to do greater rifts. Then the gold skin gives you extra gold drops every time you hit them pretty much. Not always, but it's pretty consistent, and then you get extra gold in that secondary affix of 100%. And then what else are we using? Ring of Royal Grandeur gets us the 3-piece for the Cane's Insight and for the Sage. That gives you more Death's Breath, which is kind of cool. I don't know that it's necessary this season because I have so much Death's Breath, it's ridiculous. And then you got Flavor of Time, so you got extra long pylons. Gloves of Worship, you got extra long shrines, because if you're doing regular rifts, you'll get both pylons and shrines, so these two things make them last longer. And then you've got the Avarice Band, which I find is key to doing the gold find setup, because you've got every time you pick up gold, it increases your pickup radius by 1 yard up to 30 times. So basically you are picking up stuff all over the map. Anything you can pretty much see, you're picking up that gold automatically. So the other thing in the skills that could help you if you find you don't have the Avarice Band and you're struggling to get the gold picked up, is you can switch your companion out to the ferret, and it will collect gold. So it will help pick stuff up in your gold pickup radius and a little bit farther, and then when it activates, it just picks up everything. So that's a good way if you don't have the Avarice Band. It took me a long time this season to happen to get an Avarice Band. I don't know how many bounties before it finally dropped. So yeah, that's an option right there. The other thing is, if you are going to be in a group, you're running with your friends and you don't want to break away and get keys, or you're doing bounties or something like that, I have a party set up that's it works pretty good. You are a little bit squishy, especially if you haven't picked up gold yet, but you still have the emerald in your Leoric's crown, the Kimbo's gold, and the gold wrap. But then you're also running with the Avarice Band and the Convention of Elements, and you also have the Boon of the Hoarder. You always have the Boon of the Hoarder in your gold find. I use the Wreath of Lightning just to help me speed. If you're in a public bounty game, you definitely want to be fast, and that will help you be fast. These two, the Boon of the Hoarder and the Wreath of Lightning, will help you. And then I put gold skin in here because I find as I get higher in level, for T16, the depth diggers are not necessary. But if you find you're struggling to kill things in a party, then switch this out for gold skin. Because of the seasonal theme of the ethereals, I have this Bariza that has the cooldown of Vengeance. That's at 63%, so I don't have to have Dawn in the cube. And a friend of mine told me to try Echoing Fury, which for, again, T16 speed stuff is really pretty cool, because it anytime you kill something, it engulfs you in a frenzy, which basically builds your attack speed. So you're killing stuff faster. It just helps you, cruise through. So that's how I have my party gold find and my solo gold find set up. Let me take a look over here at the solo gold find. As you can see, I don't have a really good Bariza. I mean, the damage on it's good, but the secondary of the Fan of Knives is not really useful, but I find it works for what I'm doing. So I've just kind of left it alone. If it's not broke, don't fix it. The ambush passive is nice, so you don't have to have that in your passive skills. And then I use the tactical advantage for speed, Cull the Weak because you're slowing and chilling enemies, so you get that increased damage. The numbing traps, so you've got you're again increasing your damage against slow or chilled. So these two, Cull the Weak and numbing traps, are pretty standard Demon Hunter pair of passive skills. And then I use Blood Vengeance because with this gold find you are just going so fast. You kill things. You're burning through your frenzy or your hatred really fast. So, but you are spawning a lot of health globes, so this helps you keep up your hatred. I also use the Seethe rune on Vengeance to increase hatred generation, and then I do the Hungering Arrow on here. You can change it to the Cold Arrow, but I like it hitting more enemies. So this just works for me. It may not be optimal, but it works for me. And with the gold find, that's really all that matters, is find what works for you, what gets you some good gold find percentage. As you can see right now, my gold find is at 33,803%. So I'm sure there's others that are out there that have more, but I find that gets me a decent amount of gold. I can run through a greater rift, a rift. Yeah, don't run through a greater rift with this on. But I can run through a regular rift and get chains of 150 million. I usually come out with 300 million gold per rift, and I can do them depending on the map layout and the monsters, I can do it between about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So you're generating a lot of gold that way. And something that I'll show you here that I do too is I will get some puzzle rings and I'll run a puzzle ring, and then while that's closing I'll go run a rift and then come back and run another puzzle ring. And that's a way, if you're trying to build up gold and keys, once you have enough or close to enough gold and you just need keys, and you can run rifts. But yeah, that's kind of what I do. So with that being said, I'll just grab one because I need to do more rifts than getting gold. But the cool thing about the gold find is it's fast. It's really fast. And then I like to get spun up before I go in, especially if you're in a party, because if you just stand at the beginning without moving and without activating skills, the monsters will not bother you. So if somebody's late getting in to the vault, you can all just stand there and not, break open the money bags and get the monsters all aggro until that person gets in, and then they get the full benefit. Or you can say, hey, you should have been on time, and start anyway. Up to you. You just see how far away that gold just gets picked up. So it's it's pretty amazing. should have paid attention on that as to how much gold I'd chained. I wasn't looking. So got 116 just for opening that chest. Oh, not bad. It goes pretty quick. And then, like I said, while that's closing up, I'll go over here and I'll open up a rift. Get spun up. Jump in. And we're off. And you can hear that wreath of lightning starting to go. And that just means you're going faster. And you can stand in those explosions. You know, if you got enough gold, right now you can see down in the bottom right, I've got 19 million, 21 million. So that all equates to armor. Plus you're getting healed every time you pick it up. So nothing new, but just in case there's some new players out there that haven't seen this or don't know about it, this is kind of what it's about. We've also got the skill, the passive skill that when I use my shadow power, I start going. So you see that little burst of speed right there. Just remember that's it's costing you discipline, so you do get a little bit of discipline back from health globes, but you can run yourself out of discipline. And so I try to have something so I can do a sprint and just do it in between monster packs. I love this level. This is a nice level for a rift. Got me some diamonds. The cool thing is if you're not really looking for anything, you know, you don't need gems. That's one thing I don't usually do is run Broken Crown, but some people run Broken Crown if they need to get a lot of gems. I'm just kind of I'm about the gold just so that I can have enough to empower my greater rifts. But if you need gems, you use the Broken Crown, put whatever gem you want extra of in the crown, and then just run. But to my original point is if you don't need stuff, if you're just looking for gold or you're just looking for keys, you can run through here and not worry about the stuff that drops on the ground. You can just kill it and leave it all lay. And I see a lot of people, streamers, doing that, YouTubers. It probably makes for better video too. We got all our stuff, and then you close it. And then if you have a lot of stuff, you can identify and crush it. Or if you haven't picked up a lot of stuff and you're doing back-to-back vaults and rifts, then you would throw another puzzle ring in the cube and start running again. So that's kind of what I do. Let's see, I don't need any of that stuff, so we will crush it. I really don't need that. I've got a primal. I don't know why I keep looking at the Wraps of Clarity. I forgot I had my fan on. I apologize if that was in your ear. It's a little toasty here in Texas, and it's toasty in here already this morning. Get my own shield. The other thing is, if you are looking for ethereals, or you're looking for stuff, and you're not in a great hurry, open all these white chests. They do have a chance to drop legendaries. Sometimes they can drop multiple legendaries. Sometimes you get ancients, you get primals, you get ethereals. So you have that opportunity. So if you're not in a rush, then go ahead and grab that stuff. And you see, I just stood in the middle of that explosion. You just got 110 million extra armor. Oh, I heard a goblin. Blood shard goblin. Pop him right about here, looks like. Go. Let's go home. Close it. While we're waiting, I'll just identify stuff. Wailing host. Not a good satchel. That's not bad helmet. I'd have to compare it to my others, so I'll just drop it in there. I got a lot of things to compare, apparently. Oh, got back. Keep them all herded. All right there. Here we go. Alright. Take a minute here. Oh, I am full on blood shards. I did not pay attention to that, unfortunately. Alright. I am not going to look a gift horse. I've got lots of yellows, but I grab this stuff while I'm here. Buy some amulets from Kadala. Give me room. Smash the blues and the yellows. What else? I don't need Ouroboros, Krelms, oh, Blackthorns. Don't need those. Don't need that. Okay. Easy peasy. Round back up and go again. Cool thing about that Wreath of Lightning is it's doing damage too, and usually it's not significant, but in T16, depending on how high you have your Wreath of Lightning leveled, it's doing a decent amount of damage. so you can see everything's just kind of disappearing off the screen. And I pause every now and again to keep my momentum stacks up, but that also gives a chance for everything to get gathered off the ground. See if there's a pylon down there. Nope, healing well. There we go. The door. Just a wonderful map here. So open, usually has lots of bosses in it. So if you find a map like this and you need Death's Breath, or you know, you just sometimes it's just fun to go through and clear it all. Again, not very efficient, but if you're looking for gold, if you're looking for Death's Breaths, you know, you can get a good amount of legendaries to drop. So, you know, it's your choice. The other one that I really find is awesome, a lot of fun, is Northern Highlands, and even the Blood Marsh is map is pretty cool because you have a lot of bosses in there. Usually it's packed with mobs, so you can get a lot of gold. You'll get a lot of Death's Breath. Usually when you know, if you just run through there real quick and you open up your map with the tab button, you'll see stars all over the map. So yeah, there's some of those maps that a lot of times I will just go and just clear even after the Rift Guardian's dead, just for fun. Especially if I've done some pushing, or I've been doing a lot of speed runs, or things really, you know, one after another. It gets a little monotonous. Sometimes it's nice to just take a pause and you know, stop and smell the roses. These effigies in this map, this caves map, will drop white mats generally, sometimes a blue or a yellow. But if you're needing white materials, reusable parts, you can get them there. And usually these maps have a good number of them. So reusable parts is what I am shortest on. You can also, the Battlefield map is usually incredible for that. But you can get a decent amount of them here. Also in the woods map that we just had. See, there's another one. Another one. So you have an opportunity to get a decent amount of white materials from these maps. Again, if you're not in a hurry, because you gotta wait for it to drop, and then you gotta, you know, click on the just right spot, pick it up. Normally I would stop for all these things, but because we're in here, I don't want to be too boring. I guess it doesn't make for good TV. That pool. Another gob. Gem goblin. in this map, they have these armor racks and weapon racks, but I find them very difficult to click on. They tend to slow me way down, but if you're not in a hurry, there are generally a good number of those in there. Could be slow down and look at them, and you're able to click them just right. But for some reason, I'm just they're awful for me, so I usually skip them. Grab all that stuff, head out. One thing, if you are trying to hurry along, close the rift first, because you got 30 seconds from close to identify and smash stuff. So that just use your wait time efficiently. Repairs, I don't really need to, but I'll buy 3 crappy amulets and smash those. See how many we have. Got 72. I like to get up to about 100 or so, and then start running speeds. Or if you're pushing, you don't need that many. But doing a lot of speed GRs is what gets me the Paragon points. And conduit, huh? Get your stack though. One thing you'll notice too is you'll start slowing down. Just remember to do your pause to get your stacks. And sometimes you're clicking keys so fast, or at least I find I'm clicking keys so fast that it doesn't seem to register. Maybe I'm releasing my forced standstill or something early. I don't know. Cool thing about regular rifts is you can get multiples of the same pylon, which you can't in greater rifts. So sometimes you'll get a speed, and then you'll get another speed, and you'll get 2 conduits, and so. And as fast as you're doing them, you can generally keep conduit effects up, especially if your follower has the flavor of time on. Oh yeah, I need another green belt. Tetris again, huh? Alright. One thing to remember with the gold find is early on, before you pick up any gold, you are pretty squishy. So you gotta be careful until you kill something and it drops some gold, and then you just gotta keep an eye on how much you picked up. Or if you find a spot in the rift that doesn't have any monsters and you're not picking up gold and your gold streak wears off, then you are back down to your normal armor, and you can take some significant damage or get killed. So that's usually what happens to me, is I get cocky, or I'm not paying attention, or I run out of monsters to kill, and then something else is there and just takes me right out. Kind of hard to miss those guys. Come on, there we go. Cool beans. The other nice thing about doing some rifts is you find those XP pools. You don't have to go hunting around the maps doing bounties for them. But a lot of times I'll find a few. Oh, we got a puzzle ring. Might as well run that since we're waiting. I really wish that gems were part of the auto pickup, or the gold pickup. I do appreciate that they made it to where they get vacuumed, but yeah, I wish that as I was running along, especially with the Avarice Band, it would just grab all the gems automatically without having to click on them. Alright, so in that first section, I let my gold streak wear off. So the final two sections got me 178 million. And she should give me another 150, 160. $139. Alright, so about 300. Excuse me, drinking some water. Okay, get rid of the yellows. That. 82% Oculus, I'm not interested in. What is that? Haunt of Vaxo, don't want it. And that looks like a Chain of Shadows. Omran's Chain. Cool. Do one more and then I'll start running some greater rifts. power pylon. If I got a speed, oh my goodness, this would be over. Is veracity. There he is. I think I can see his stink circle. Alright. Guys, leave me alone. I pick up my stuff. Okay. See the death breath there. Come on. Kill another boss? No, just kill more stuff. Alright. So, I started today with 8 billion and some change. And just running a few rifts like that, running a couple vaults, up to 10 billion, 10.5 billion. So, I mean, it keeps you in the filthy lucre. What am I doing? Sorry, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, folks, so I'm kind of in a daze a little bit. Let's put my solo on. Remember to switch your follower, Mac. I didn't do that once, and oh my gosh, it's awful. Okay, so sitting at 12 million, just over 12 million damage here in town with my follower. I'm trying out, oh no I'm not, I didn't change that. I found this little guy yesterday, and I'm trying it out. Instead of rolling 10% crit hit chance, I am doing the cold on there, and giving that a try. With that, instead of just being a general damage dealer, so right now I do 20% increase in cold damage. So my cold, when the Convention of Elements cycle comes around to cold, then I will be doing 14.6 million damage, plus you crit hit chance of 61%, and then crit hit damage of 469, which isn't, it's alright. So with this, it will take my sheet damage from 12.1 million down to 11.2. So basically I lose 1 million sheet damage. And I'll be doing more damage. I'll be doing 15 million, 15 3/4 on that cold cycle. So you have to pay more attention that way of when your convention cold cycle is coming up, and that'll you get used to it, but it's if you have a hard time paying attention to this physical and then cold. So you remember the gray is physical, and then the right after that, when that timer expires, you're gonna have the cold. So you have electric, then physical, and then you should be looking for your Oculus ring and get in your ring and start spamming your strafe and shooting that hungering arrow while you're in your cold cycle. So, and then you also want to make sure that you have the devouring arrow, the cold rune for your hungering arrow. Otherwise, whatever you're using, so if you're using the serrated arrow, then fire cycle is going to be your damage dealer. Electric, it depends on what you're using, but most people pushing are using the devouring arrow to boost their damage up. So yeah, that's what I'm trying. So I'm going to start with a 130 today, see how it goes. These are a little bit slower than what I was doing yesterday, but bear with me, and if things go well, then I might try my hand at a 133, which has eluded me to this point. You can see currently I'm a 132. Don't have a whole lot of wiggle room, but that was not a very good greater rift. So I think if I got a good map and good monsters, I could do a 133. Alright, so let's give it a go. Big room, so we'll aggro everything in here. Got blues, and there are spread out blues. Laser. Missed my convention cycle. Now, you can get in that Oculus ring anytime you want. Coming up on the cold cycle, and then kind of move on, aggroing stuff again. Physical, so I'm getting ready, and cold. And there's a lot of times a lot of stuff going on, especially if you get a big room like this and you got everything pulled in. So you may miss that cold cycle. You may just be trying to dodge the lasers and all the range damage stuff. So now don't sweat it. Just remember, anytime you get in that Oculus ring, if you have it maxed out, you're doing 85% more damage. So even if you're on your fire cycle, you just missed your ice cycle, no big deal. You're still doing more damage. You're doing 85%. So, and if they won't let you in the Oculus ring, if you have the steady aim skill, then if you don't have anything within 10 yards of you, you're doing more damage. So there's ways around it when it gets busy like this. Should probably stop talking and see. Okay, he's not a juggernaut. He's just got those spinners, which really hurt. Physical, cold. Okay, I'm not getting in that Oculus with that spinner there. Cool. Trash there. There we go. Frozen, wormhole, shielding. I wonder if there's a pylon down here. There he is. Pointy stick. Power pylon's gonna help out a ton. Ooh, don't die, Mac. Pay attention. Got one. Coming up on physical. And cold. Use his own cold. Brought his own ice to the party. There we go. And then remove. Okay, get your stacks up, Mac. There we go. So in addition to the power pylon, I have all 10 of my squirt stacks up for had them until I said something. So, yeah, your damage can just ramp up incredibly. See, 19 million is what my sheet damage is showing right now. And I want to bring lasers too. Cold cycle. Let's see what we can get out of there. We can get hurt. Trying to take out some of these minions so I have less lasers, or I could just take out the whole thing. Yeah, the squirt's ramping back up. If I can keep it. 10. Reflect guys took it away. It's alright. Cleared a lot of the trash. Stairs is a really hard place to fight these. Fight anything. Alright. Moving on. Shield. Packs. That shield allows us to keep our squirts stacked up regardless of anything, so you could just stand in this Oculus circle. I try to keep moving around just because it's habit. If I get used to standing in one spot, I won't pay attention. My shield will disappear and then I'm dead. So if you're wondering why I say, oh, you can just stand in the Oculus circle with the shield on, I tend to not. But if you're mindful of your shield and how much you got left, then yeah, certainly hang out in there. We have half our shield left, so we're good. This is such a great room to have a boss fight in. Lots of room for the DH to move around. Alright, Urshi. What can you do for me? Let's get this up a little bit higher if we can. Oh man, 5 for 5. That's awesome. Alright. Give me 1 second. I need to close the window in here. It's starting to get warm outside and it's getting warm and muggy in here. Alrighty. Back. We will close it. So a little different from speed runs. I will a lot of times just do these 2 in a row and then come back and ID, clear out. So like those 125s I was doing yesterday, I would just go through and just smash all this stuff. So this one I will be a little more methodical about. Not that it's giving me that much greater stuff, it's just that as I get I get higher in level on the GRs, I tend to need a second or two to settle back down, come back to Earth. And I'm assuming that these guys that are on top of the leaderboards that, you know, are running 149, 150s, at least the first couple times they're doing it, they're the same way. Maybe not. Maybe they're cool under pressure. It's no big deal. I find it can be a tad stressful. Holy crap, look at all that poison, all those bugs. Clean some of this stuff up for physical right now. Make sure my stacks are up, get cold. Of course, the Oculus moves. That's okay. Got rid of some stuff. He's not dead. Here. Yeah, this is not a good monster set. All this poison, ranged is not my favorite. I'm glad I'm not trying to do a 133 with this, 'cause that would be ugly. I'm just barely ahead of time as it is. Cold. Of course, they put the wall up. Physical. Cold. Stupid wall. Here we go. Skip all that. Channeling. Kill me, bro. I just have a few seconds and then I have a safety again. Sweet. Blues. Dead end. Power pylon in there. Your arcane illusionists. I would like to get rid of some of these guys. I have so many lasers going. Dang, that poison. Okay. Not going back to the dead end, Mac. Shouldn't go there. Oh, in the spaghetti bowl. This is also not a favorite map. Loop. Lots of exploding guys. Yeah, just missed cold. Like I said, you get in here, dance around a little bit, you're still doing a lot of extra damage. So it's always good when you can get in there. That's a dead end, but there's blues. Sometimes there's a pylon down here too. Oh, ice. No bueno. Oh, I didn't see that. That was bad choice on my part. In a bad place. Fortune favors the stupid sometimes. That's a dead end. Okay, up north. Up north. And here's the lonely meatball in the bowl of spaghetti. Nothing in here but trash, huh? I'm going to take care of it. It'll give me some progression, and it will also give me a chance to let my cooldown for my cheat death bake off. As long as I can stay out of those exploding fatties. There we go. Here's a good one. Zappy stick. Zappy, zappy, joy, joy. Watch yourself, Mac. Getting awfully brave for a man that doesn't have any extra lives. A couple more seconds. Ice. Get back over here. Blow those guys up. 98%. So, look at what your damage increases to. Oops. Your damage increases to with the speed pylon going. So, it basically doubles your damage. That's pretty incredible. So, as long as you can keep your hatred up, you're good to go. Cool. Got one more up to 131. So, what's my next? I think I need to generate some more. Not that I need any more, but I've got two more. Yay. 58. Usually sell those at the end of the season. So. Everything's done. Yeah, don't think so. Okay, I'll close it. 717, not bad. So here's the Americas leaderboard. And, oh, that's Challenge Rift. What am I doing? It's Season 1. Really? Okay, so 135 faster than 1242 gets you on. So, my goal is, I don't know that I'm going to stay on, but my goal is to get on the leaderboard at least once this season. All the points go there. And okay, guys, I've got half an hour left, so I'm going to, if I don't succeed on this one, I'm going to try it again, see how it goes. Wish me luck. crash. Keep it aggravated. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Come on, guys. Come with me. The only thing about the Demon Hunter, you can aggro a lot of stuff, but you can't really pull it with this build. So you need to rely on them to just kind of wander over. Which a lot of times they will oblige you with, but sometimes not. Cold cycle. There, since we have a little bit of room. Coming up on cold cycle. Good timing on the wall, dude. I'll give you that. Good timing. And why did I walk right into that fireball? The world may never know. These guys are a difficult boss pack because they'll disappear. You know, do their invisible thing that they do in Act 2 when you're chasing after Belial. And it makes it difficult to kill them. Not that I need to kill the ads, but just seems to be how it works out with this build for me anyway. There we go. Some blues. Assuming, yep, the door's up there. Is there anything with... Oh, there's a yellow down here. Shielders. Electrified. And not a juggernaut, though. That's cool. Poison's gonna be a pain in the butt. Yeah, I completely missed the Oculus ring on that one. That's the way it goes. Okay, we're back to physical. And cold cycle. Boom, look at that. You just start blowing stuff up. Blues taken care of. Physical. And cold. Drop your shield, dude. Drop your shield. Okay. There we go. Just at time, slightly ahead. Good map. Got a yellow there. Is there a pylon? Yeah, oh, power. Beautiful. Electric, physical, cold. Ice. 1 down. 2 down. Look at that. Got some time. Still have a little bit of power left. Juggernaut. I'm going to skip him. Don't need to waste my time on a jug. Even though I have the power, it's going to take me a minute. I'd rather come down here. I can at least take out crash progression. Right. Just gonna hang out here on the edge a little bit. Oh, they got lasers too. Yay. Man. It's getting a little saucy in there. One down. Every one of those guys I can take out, the minions. The fewer lasers I will see, the less electricity I will have plaguing me. Starting to get some squirt stacks back up. Let me see if there's something up here. Probably not. You never know. Oh, there's absolutely nothing up there. Alright. Then we have the long walk. This is like one of the few maps. This and I think the Caverns of Arene map that you won't find a monster at the door. All the rest of them seem to have monsters, elite packs, champion packs that will be there to welcome you. I might have to do. Oh my. Good job, 9. And Sergeant Salty, 139. That was dumb. That was dumb. Alright, stirring up trouble. Getting everything aggroed. Man. Oh man. Oh man. I've got to get rid of some of this range stuff. It is kicking my butt. Spearmen. Sorcerers. Oh, we got another yellow in here. Is that a juggernaut? No. Alright, as long as I can keep my head about me, I'm doing okay here. I wonder if there... Sometimes there's a pile. Oh, beautiful! Beautiful! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sweet. Okay, these spinners I've got to watch out for. Sweet. That was sweet. That was perfect timing on that. Still have a quarter of it left. Physical. Of course the Oculus lands right on those two lasers. See if he throws out some more ads. I don't know that I'll need them. There we go. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. This is Chili Mac. See you later.